Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Wanja Waithaka and I am trying to be your business enthusiast. I know it's been a minute, but we are going to catch up basically. Today's video is to catch up, to tell you what's been going on and everything. Yeah, so the last time I shot a video, I think was in January or February or March, one of those months. I can't even remember myself. So I was supposed to continue shooting, but this is what happened. Yeah, life happened, adulting happened, and I finished uni in January. And basically I had like a whole month break before I decided to start applying. Yeah, so I started my process of applying for jobs and everything, and I thought it was going well. I thought it was going on well in the beginning, but yeah, turns out it wasn't. And basically I started getting like a lot of rejection letters, and every time I said I was going to shoot a video, I'd get a rejection letter, and that thing like made me, as in like it just made me stand still, because I was like, what the hell is going on, you know? And you know, you talk to people and they're like, oh, don't compare your path to others. But I think that phrase, I'm actually developing a love-hate relationship with that phrase, because that phrase for don't compare yourself to others only applies when you get like 2, 3, 4 rejection letters and stuff like that. But when it starts hitting double digits, man, you're like, here the common denominator is me. So basically I sank into a hole, and yeah, it took me a while before I got out of that hole, but here we are, and I decided I want to share the lessons that I've learned so far until right now. Like with my small experience with adulting, man, it's humbled me. And yeah, basically this is what this video is about. I also got a few people to talk to me about their experiences, to share with me what they think young people should know. So let's begin. Lesson number 1: rejection gives you perspective. It kind of slows you down a bit. Okay, when we get out of uni, we usually have these expectations for ourselves. For example, I want to get into maybe these top farms, I want to be earning this kind of salary and the likes. When I got out of uni, when I was applying for my first job, my first salary expectation was 100,000. Yeah, it was actually 100,000, and it's not like that's not possible. I know a lot of people right now who are earning more than 100,000, but that was my first salary expectation. When I got there, man, I was hit with blows after blows. That's not what people are earning out here. That's for the chosen few, man. A lot of people actually start from the ground going up. And what I came to realize is, when I started getting these rejections, I realized there are people who are on that path. There are people who are lucky enough to be on the path where your first job, you've gotten a top firm, you're earning like 100,000, 110,000, but not everyone is going to be on that path. That doesn't make you a lesser person. It just means that you are taking a longer path. At the end of it all, you're going to get there. Doesn't make you any less. It just means that it's going to take you a bit longer. You're going to get there. You start appreciating the value of money. Me, after 100,000, the next thing I got was, I'm telling you, it wasn't even getting to 10,000. But when I got that, I started appreciating that little that I had. And from there, of course, you start appreciating, even like when you graduate into something like 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, you start appreciating those small milestones. And that is what rejection does. It actually gives you perspective. It shows you that some people actually have to start from the ground, like from the ground going up, and that is still okay. Lesson number 2. This life thing is so hard. It can hit you so hard. But what will keep you going is focusing on the things that you can control. Those that you can't control, let life do its thing, man. One day, whatever you expect will catch up with this life thing, basically. As I say, the last time I shot was around January, February, March. And as I said, I Right now, my inbox is just full of rejection letters. It took me months to shoot my second or third video of the year. But if I continued focusing on the things that I can't control, if I didn't start focusing on the things that I could control, it would have taken me years. Instead, it took me months. So start looking at the things that, like chilling with your friends, or maybe you have like a side hustle that you're dealing with in the meantime as you look for a job. Look at those things that you can control. Another thing that you can control is probably going to the gym or something like that. Focus on the things that you can control. The things that you can't, there's nothing you can do about it. Lesson number 3. This whole period, by the way, this whole period has taught me a lot. I was in this craze for staying young. I still want to remain young for as long as possible. And I started reading stories. I was reading this book, Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and happy life, something like that. I actually recommend that you should read that book. I was reading about people who got to 100 years, got to 115 years, 120 years. This is actually verified. So those people who got to those years, something that I found in common amongst all of them is that they did things in moderation. Everything that you do it in moderation. And this applies to eating, drinking, whatever you're doing. Basically, just do it in moderation. Some of these people never stepped into a gym, but they were always moving, they were always busy. Actually, a lot of these people I read about had their own vices. I don't want to mention this over here. You read the book, like it's really interesting. They had their own vices, but even their vices, they did it in moderation. One of the women I read about used to eat bacon every single day. And we're told that bacon is processed food, it's bad for you and stuff like that. Of course it's bad for you, I'm not saying it's not. But she ate it every day. And she continued to do that until she was 110 years old. She still survived until then. Just because everything that she did in her life, like it wasn't like she was just eating, like she was eating like all junk food and everything. Like it was bacon, but then she's doing other things, other small things, all in moderation. So that's basically the secret to a long life. Everything is done in moderation. Lesson number 4. One of the best things that you'll ever do for yourself is learning how to love yourself. And I'm talking about loving yourself without being completely fit, without having that clear skin, like just loving yourself as raw as you are. When you start focusing on your flaws so much, you will do this fixing thing. For example, you want clear skin, you buy all the best products, you fix your skin. You then realize, I don't have the body that I want. You start working on it. The problem with that kind of mentality is you're always going to find one problem after the other. And then you're going to meet someone with the same flaws as you, embracing themselves, prospering, and they're actually doing very well. They're actually very happy with themselves. And you realize the problem is actually not the flaws. The problem is you. So once you start accepting yourself as you are, like with all your nitty-gritty, the things that you consider your problems, even when you start going into this journey, for example, like taking care of your skin, like starting to work out, it comes from a place of love and not a place of hate. Lesson number 5. We only grow when we get out of our comfort zone. I have an example. I started cycling last year, around August, September. And before then, I'd actually never cycled like long distance. I used to just cycle, in the estate, like up and down a hill, and that's it. Like, I never used to. I just knew how to ride I just knew how to ride a bike. But that one for long distance, easy. Then I joined this group. It's called Spin Kings. And the first ride I did with them, I did around 40 kilometers. And I swore to never go back. Like, that thing killed me. I was even like, how do people do this every single week? But you know what? The next week I found myself there. I don't know, it was like a drag. Like I just found myself back there and I cycled with them. And this year I actually did 60 kilometers, man. And I was complaining about 40 kilometers then. I actually did 60 kilometers like last month. And when I was doing it, of course I was struggling big time. But right now, I'm here talking to you guys about it. I'm actually proud of it. So those things that scare you, one day you'll be proud to tell other people about it. So you just do it, man. Those risky texts you want to send, just send them. Like that thing that you want to do, just do it. Because at the end of it all, it's something worth sharing in future. It might even inspire someone. Yeah, so basically you have a summary of what's been going on in my life, and I just thought I'd get a few adults to tell me what they've learned in their adulting period and what they think that young people should know. So I hope you'll enjoy their piece of advice and I hope you'll have a good time. I have missed you guys. I hope to continue shooting, and this is the beginning of a new beginning. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. And if you have any lessons that you think young people should know, drop it on the comment section. Yeah, it would really benefit like us young people, man. Like people are struggling out here. People don't know what to do. Like a lot of us are just confused and we're going by the flow because we don't know what to do. So if you have any piece of advice, drop it on the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hi, I would like to speak to a fresh graduate because once somebody has graduated, they have a lot of ambitions, high standards of living, they expect so much out of life. But one thing you should know as a fresh graduate, you should learn to be flexible. When I talk about flexibility, I mean you don't have to sit at home waiting for your dream job. Just pick any job that comes your way as long as it's a professional job, because with time things are going to change and you'll have acquired different skills in those jobs that you do. Maybe these skills that you acquire are the ones that will be needed in your dream job. So let's be humble. When I talk about humility, I mean that even if the job doesn't pay so well, it counts when you have experience. So don't sit at home, just pick anything that comes your way. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brian Jodotino. I am a news anchor at KTN. I write and I am also a business person. What I wish I knew about adulting before I got into this space is the fact that I'm gonna have to take risks on a daily basis. Decisions have to be made, and sometimes they are into tight, very closely knit stuff. You have to make tough choices in your life. You have to, be in positions of taking risk almost every other day, especially if you are a young person in business. Then there are sacrifices you have to make. There are tough choices you have to always be grappling with. Am I going to produce this amount of goods or sell this much? What is my target market? You're always in some sort of risk analysis and defenses that you have to meet. So I think that for me is something I wish I was prepared for before I was sort of thrown into the world or be independent. The fact that I'm always going to be taking risks, always, every other day, and you cannot avoid risks if you're an adult, especially if you're in business or in employment or in everything. You're gonna always be having to make decisions that are tough, that you're going to have to mitigate against. I wish I was prepared for that bit in my life. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eric Mboro. I am the CEO of Just Rick Lighting Solutions Firm. One thing I should have learned before adulthood is the act of savings. And saving goes out to everyone that helps you pay your bills and save up for things that you want financially. It's a very good habit that I never got to learn early, that right now I'm striving really hard to learn. And it's my wish and my blessing that people learn it before adulthood. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael Mbugo. I am the CEO of Expender Limited, and at Expender we are a fast, convenient and affordable way of moving cargo. You can check us out here in China. One thing I wish I knew before adulting is I should have started business earlier. All because of failing. Once you fail early, you get to learn early. So, and you make proper decisions and good decisions as you grow. So, start early.
My name is Udur Jagero. I am the team leader at Core Media and also founder of CMS Africa. What I wish I knew before I became who I am today or before I became an adult is that nobody really cares who you are, what your name is. What people care about is what you can deliver, what you can put on the table, your relationship with them.
What have you learned, like in this adulting thing? Like, what have you learned so far?
What I have learned.
Yeah.
Had you? To live in the moment.
Hey.
Yeah, for real. And I feel like most people are worried so much about the future, especially at our age. We need to live in the moment when you still can.
Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Rogers Gedinji. I'm so happy to be on Wanja's show today, and I'm delighted to share some of my life experiences as far as going through university life and looking for jobs is concerned. So anyway, while in law school, I ventured into other courses. I did a course in business management, did a course in marketing, and I used to do all these courses concurrently. So everything I've done within a period of 4 years. And then obviously at the end of that, you expect that when you leave the university life, that you're going to get a job immediately. It's never the case actually, unless you prepared yourself so well. Remember that the job market is looking for people who have the skills that are going to serve an organization. So most of the times you may think that you have so much knowledge, you have so much experience from your undergrad, but that is never the case, because a law degree or any other degree is just so theoretical. And you may need more skills that will actually maybe allow your employer to let you in.
Things I knew when I was job hunting: perseverance and motivation, people. Reason being, you gotta be your biggest cheerleader. You're gonna receive a lot of rejections, people, but that should not dim your light. You gotta keep persevering, keep pushing, keep wanting, knowing that you're the best. Just because they rejected you doesn't make you any less of your qualifications, any less of your experience, any less of the person that you are. So keep moving, child. Chin up.